Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another week of Fortune Chronicles with your girl, Tatianna Tarot. I'm so excited to jump into this week because we have the full moon on Monday, August 19th, the full moon in Aquarius, which, again, I like to preface this by saying I'm not an astrologer, but a lot of people have been talking about the energy of this full moon coming to shake things up, coming to bring revolution into our personal and maybe collective lives. So I'm really curious to kind of feel into what Spirit wants us to know and just be more aware of. If you are new to my channel, what's good? I'm your girl Tatianna. I am a tarot diviner and Iyalorisa Priestess of the Sheshe tradition in Nigeria. I'm an Espiritista, a subtle energy healer, Akashic record practitioner, so many things. But in my channel, I talk about spiritual wellness and development and personal development and how to utilize these tools to up-level your life in all the ways. And so if you are interested in all that, please give mamas a like and subscribe and come catch me here. My little segment, Fortune Chronicles, you can find it on Sundays or Mondays. What it is I just give you a brief kind of overview on what to expect energetically for the week or weeks ahead. Okay, take what you need, leave the rest. What I'll be doing is I'll be giving a reading for all 4 elemental signs. So if you are fire, air, earth, water, okay, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, go look into those aspects, or watch the whole video, take notes, see what pops out. I always feel like Spirit brings us resources whenever we are ready to receive them and when we need to receive them. So if you are watching something that doesn't necessarily correspond to your sign, but is hitting the spot, then it is for you. Anyway, yeah, I'm so excited. Now, final announcement. I have my free 7-day Read Yourself to Filth Intuitive Tarot Challenge. It is a free 7-day tutorial on amplifying your personal intuition, your psychic gifts through tarot divination. So it doesn't matter if you've never read the tarot before, you don't know how to read the tarot. There's something in there for everybody. I will be holding your hand and doing it with you, all right? And so within the course of those 7 days, I will be sending you a personalized video, a tutorial on amplifying your intuition, reading yourself and other people to filth. A lot of it does involve tarot divination or subtle energy work. A lot of us may not know what that is, but it is like healing using benevolent energies to progress our lives, to amplify the blessings in our lives, and also to clear and cleanse and to eliminate anything that we don't necessarily need on an energetic level, right? And so there's a combination of that and tarot divination in this 7-day free course. We start on Monday the 19th. Whether you're watching this on Sunday, whether you're watching this on Monday, we start, baby. So go ahead, go sign up for the link down below to be able to receive the free tutorials. And if you do the challenge in all of its 7 days in its entirety, you will be entered to win a slot in my upcoming tarot divination course, the annual tarot course, Embodying the High Priestess. We start that course mid-September, okay? So if you've been wanting to learn how do I incorporate tarot to up-level my life, to be the best version of myself, to glow up, to be able to get insight not only from my ancestors, but from my higher self, to solve problems, to make clear decisions in your love life, your finances, your career, anything. How do I incorporate this particular tool and practice to be able to be the best version of myself? That is the course for you. We also do a little bit of ancestral veneration. So if you're like, I want to connect to my spirit guides, I want to connect to my ancestors, I want to use these tools so I can really accelerate in my life, right? Stay in alignment, be the best version, win, right? And so we do that for 10 weeks in my course. I'm showing you all the things. It is my pride and joy, it's my baby, and I would love to have you guys there with me this year. Nevertheless, to get a little bite size of that, a little preview, something free, something juicy, something that you can keep in your inbox and like reference a little bit later on when you need it, sign up for that course. We start Monday. You just need to get a couple of things. It's not that much, but it's juicy. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Okay, so let's get into our first sign. I'm feeling like we should get into water signs. So let's jump into water signs for the week of, oh shit, I didn't say what Chronicles. The Fortune Chronicles is for the week of Monday, the 19th, all the way to Sunday, the 25th. Okay, let's get into it. So water, sun, moon, rising, Venus, agua. What does the Great Spirit want you to know for this week? Up ahead with this full moon in Aquarius, everything is falling down. The Aquarius sign fell down. Okay, so this flew out. A lot of cards flew out, but this flew out right directly towards me. As I was saying, Aquarius, a lot of you guys may not be savvy with tarot, but the star, every card, every major arcana, which is like the death card, the emperor, the empress, the moon, the sun, those are major arcana cards. And every one of those cards corresponds to an astrological component or a sign. The star, generally speaking, is, I believe, associated with Aquarius. So that came out, this came out. You guys have a lot of major arcana cards. This is an epic week for you, water signs. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. The star talks about divine fate, divine alignment. So it is telling you, keep your ears and eyes open this week. Things that will be occurring, things that you will be seeing, things that you will be experiencing, things that you will be getting into, thoughts, people, places, and things. Emphasis on things. They're for a reason. They're divine. They're part of the divine blueprint. They're part of the divine path that is being orchestrated for you to lead you to what you're meant to be doing in your destiny. And so this is benevolence. This is good stuff. This isn't like, oh my God, cringeworthy. I need to be on the lookout for this. But the star brings hope. It brings favor. So there's a sense of renewal. Maybe for so many of you water signs, this week or after this full moon in Aquarius, you will be getting a fresh start. You will be getting a sense of new life. There could be epiphanies in terms of dead ends and plot twists that you didn't expect that actually open up a new path for you, or epiphanies in terms of perspective on life, on what you have been called to do, how you've been called to serve, what direction you need to go on. I also feel that with the star, it's giving blessed and highly favored through the form of an ancestor. There could be an ancestral elevated force that is steering the ship right now, putting certain elements, trying to make themselves be known, putting opportunities, putting people, songs, books, TV shows, whatever. Just notice that you are a very clear vessel and a clear beacon to really receive guidance, divine guidance at this time. So pay attention and really meditate on your inner moods, on what it is you need clarity on, what you need guidance on, and stay open to that. Stay open. Like if you're like in book, like I want to make an extra something in my income this year, you might find yourself serendipitously stumbling upon YouTube videos on how to make an extra 10K without having to do the most, or find a book on financial literacy that just kind of spearheads this motivation or this desire for you to be a little bit more financially literate. Or maybe you run into a friend that is starting something that needs help. You know, these sort of serendipitous sacred whispers of the universe seem to be surrounding you at this time. So you cannot get it wrong, which is a really good thing. And even if things are seemingly chaotic, which they may be for some signs, that doesn't necessarily mean that it is not for you, that it is not good. Pay attention to where the road may lead you, okay? Just in the essence of the Wizard of Oz and Dorothy going on this yellow brick road, not every aspect of the road was, you know, roses and sunshine, right? Like there was a part where they had to go through the dark forest and then the witch was spying at them. I mean, they made it out alive. She wasn't by herself. She had guidance. She had her, you know, 1-2 crew, and some other assistants. So I'm not saying that it's going to be like that, but I'm saying it may be like that. So just stay open and kind of like adventuristic. You know, the sign of Aquarius is very just free-spirited, let go and let God, let myself be led by the next moment, really being present and really being inspired by the potentials of what you can create moment to moment. Also knowing that you are being divinely led, also paying attention to any cues, any signs. I don't think things are too good to be true. I don't think things are not going to come at the point where they're not obvious, right? I don't think the signs will be subtle. I think they will be quite obvious where you can't miss it. So make sure you guys pay attention to that. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, water signs. Now, also, you guys are getting the Fool card. The Fool is the epitome of the inner child. This is a pivotal time to have a great, a revelation in terms of what your inner child wants. Maybe a breakthrough through some toxic habits and things that your inner child has struggled with. Maybe even dynamics and relationships with other people where your inner child wasn't heard or seen, or didn't have the power and the conviction to ask for what they wanted. And so now this is kind of like a new page, a new chapter. Your inner child is wild and free. I'm going to do what I want to do regardless of what people think of me. And I love myself unconditionally, and I'm here for it. I'm here for life. So you're being asked to just surrender. You're being asked to be in the flow, be the river, see where the river current takes you, and really try to immerse yourself in the present moment to enjoy the pleasures of each current, of each breeze, of the sunlight on your skin. See what happens when you invest more in play and playing and not taking things so serious, especially during this heavy Mercury retrograde time. And see what comes out of that sense of play and wonder and adventure. Okay. If you guys, and I'm just going to throw this out there, if you guys have been having difficulty with fertility issues, this could be a time where you make like como se dice, a strong intention. It can come to fruition. You could get pregnant during this time, whether this is literally or figuratively. I'm having trouble trying to attract this certain person in my life, this certain job, this certain thing I need, this resource. Boom, all of a sudden you're in the inspiration to call that in, or you have the womb to call that in. And so you're doing that. Also with literal children, because the Fool is a child. The Fool is invocation, it's play, and it is imagination. Do not underestimate the power of your imagination. It is what creates moments. And so really fill up your imagination with things that, I wish I was there. I wish I was there. No, it's not wishing. I already am there. I'm already acting from that space of having it. That is going to help wonders for you, and it's going to help you create wonders in your life for these next couple of weeks. You also have the Emperor, right? So there is there's this, it's interesting because it's quite a bit of juxtaposition here. We have this play, we have this kind of not reckless abandon, but let's go with the flow. Let's be one with the universe. It's a little elusive and hippy dippy, but that is also tied in with this eternal figure, the father figure, the divine masculine, the Emperor, who is all about structure, who's all about clarity, who is all about discipline. We need that container. We need the rules and regulations in order for us to have the freedom that we want in the long run. So really kind of reevaluate, assess, and see maybe there are certain things in your life that are coming up to the surface for you to reflect on. What are my boundaries here? What are new boundaries I need to put on? What do I need to be more lackadaisical and relaxed about? What do I need to be kind of more firm and solid about, right? I feel like maybe the rules and regulations and the way that you navigate and play life, the way that you allow others navigate and play life in your energetic field, I think this is going to change a bit. Okay, you can get a deep inspiration during this time for, new systems that need to be in place in your life. Like these are now my new expectations, my new demands in the relationship I want, or in the new career that I want. I do see this as a spiritual and personal glow up, an elevation, and the elevation is gonna seem playful, it's gonna be joyful, it's gonna be pleasurable. But there is now, what's interesting with you water signs is that there is now a balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's just not play. Let's forget about work, or work. Let's forget about play. Is more of a harmonious balance that allows you to live, you know, with both sides of the coin equally, enjoying the fruits of your labor and the pleasures of it along the way. Yes, you can also have breakthroughs with divine masculine energies, or breakthroughs with your own divine masculine energy. Maybe deep healing with your own father or father paternal figures in your life can have a massive healing during this time. So stay open, you know, whatever you feel called to do it. Whatever you feel led to get into, and just stay open. But know that there is some structure there that is being called to put into place. You know, as you're building a new castle, the castle needs, it's an upgraded castle than what you lived before, right? It needs security systems, it needs a cleaning system, it needs all type of new furniture. So it's almost like this renovation project you're going through internally, and perhaps a renovation project you're going through within the energy of your childhood, right? Really kind of going through the cobwebs and saying, how am I subconsciously still being affected and influenced by a childhood that I've never dared to explore to heal, right? And then, you know, what would it look like as my fully healed and authentic self? This week is going to be epic for you. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Let's move on to air signs. Air signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Damn, all these came out already. Let's get into this week. Air signs, Great Spirit, what do the air signs need to hear? Air signs, if you have yet to sign up for the free 7-day tarot challenge, you got time. The link is down below, boo-boo. Get to it. Air signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is their energy for this week? What is the massive theme? Oy, señor. Listen, yo, this week is a little all over the place. Because even for water signs, which I just read, the cards just kept on flying out. So I'm gonna go with these two that flew out simultaneously, and we're getting a lot of major arcana cards. These are major archetypes that people that are like the underlying core energy themes in our lives that is experienced by the human condition, right? Everyone experiences fertility, whether it's in a literal or figurative sense. Everyone will experience death. Everyone will experience their inner child or new beginnings. And so those are some examples of the archetypes. But everyone's been getting archetypes so far, which is an indication to epic things happening. All right, epic things happening. Timeline jumping. Lives changing. Big decision making. Air signs. So what you got for the themes is the Chariot. But you also got the High Priestess, right? The Chariot and the High Priestess. Let's go with Exhibit A, because Exhibit A fell out first. And the Chariot is andale, mami, iya, uh-oh, what's popping tonight type of energy. It's very much go. It's very much, I am aligned. I know what I want. The roads are open for me now. It's kind of like a road opener, a divine road opener. The Chariot is, you know, not holding back on your potential, not holding back on, If you say I want to do this or I have this goal, it's going to be done. I'm already on the road to doing it, right? And so I really feel that for you air signs this week, you're going to get a burst of energy, or you're going to get some sort of massive green light, a portal opening that is going to allow you to get a lot of things done that you have not been getting done before, or grant you the clarity on a new road that you must take, a higher road that you must take that you did not consider before. For a lot of us, this can mean being the bigger person or really being bold. I know this is the energy of Aquarius, which is like the wanderer, the explorer, the adventurer, the free spirit, right? But I also feel like this is massive leadership energy coming to you, air signs, where it's like, I'm no longer going to make excuses. I'm no longer going to wait for other people to give me permission. I am the permission that I seek. I am the path that I seek. I am the open roads. I'm going to find a way, and I'm going to go through that path. And so there is a lot of fast action happening for you guys this week. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be nonstop. And I really do feel like a lot of this leadership, it is going to be channeled through your intuition, through your higher self. The High Priestess does not need to ask anybody anything. High Priestess knows, I am the oracle. I am the past, the present, and the future. I can receive divine and universal wisdom at the drop of a coin, right? So really step into your witchy bag, air signs, this week. That is going to be imperative for these paths to open for you to really just say, hey, I'm ready. I think you're just saying, I am ready. I'm ready for these changes. I'm ready to initiate these changes. I'm not waiting for anything. I don't have to wait for this transit to finish. I don't have to wait for Mercury retrograde to end. That's just a story, and I choose not to play with that story. It is that sort of leadership and conviction that has you guys going on this royal path. I really do think that this week is going to bring you some surprises, some major breakthroughs that maybe you've even intuitively picked up on. Don't be, if you've been waiting for something, for the ball to drop or for the road to open, this might very well be the time for you guys, and you're getting the sun. So I don't think, there's a lot of fear mongering regarding like these last 2 weeks of August and the astrology behind it. I don't think it's fear mongering. I think it's going to be really positive for you air signs, in terms of new life, in terms of new direction, new vision, and excitement. I feel like there's a lot of excitement. It's like summer's not over yet. How am I going to milk this? We're still in Leo season. How am I daring to be seen and heard? What can I create that hasn't been created out there? And I feel like some of you guys are really going to tap into the depths of your Akashic records. If you guys don't know about the Akashic records, okay, it is your ability to channel multidimensionally deep esoteric wisdom and energies, and be able to download those energies to change your life, right? And so whether it's you doing Akashic record work, which is also featured in my Possess Your Spirit membership for tutorials if you don't know, or your own personal channelings, whether or not you're doing your journal work, your free flow of consciousness, or talking to your ancestors or whatever, I really feel like the guidance is going to be loud. It's a very woo-woo esoteric time right now. Expect the unexpected. But I also feel like you are pulling something that doesn't exist. You are creating something for yourself that doesn't exist. You may be even very rebellious, air signs. Oh, my career says I have to do this and this to achieve this. What if I don't? What if I just start it myself? What if I launch it myself? What if I create it myself? Right? So whether this is you're feeling pulled to create a business, to write a book, to start a non-for-profit, to get a divorce or get married or do something unconventional, to make that thing that isn't made, to go down that path that it hasn't been ridden on, to live in that place that hasn't been lived in yet. Do it. I mean, this might be the week where you get the clarity and the heart to do that, or you might start making plans for that. But I really do feel like it is a positive thing. It's like you now feel like you're really, really, really living. Okay, you feel like you're really living, like you are not just going day to day, mundanely traveling through life, but that you are deliberately co-creating with life, and that it is echoing back to you your desires. I really do feel that guidance is going to be very, very clear. Can't stress that enough. Guidance is going to be extremely clear. It is going to be extremely accurate for you. And so it's best to know, it's best to be asking yourself precise questions, not just mundane, oh, you know, da 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 da. Do they like me? Should I do this? No, it's almost like, what do I need to do in order to get this result? What is blocking me from getting this result, or whatever? Or like, what is the 3 steps? You know, channel the 3 next steps from spirit for you to win in life. You know, think futuristically, think big. It is going to pay off massively, and you can't get it wrong. So let's move to Earth signs. Earth signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, your energy for this upcoming week. Great Spirit, what is Earth signs theme for this week, including the full moon in Aquarius? Earth signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's get into it. Okay. So Earth signs, warriors. Earth signs, you are holding no prisoners. Earth signs, you will be heard. You will be seen. You will be any blockages that you have. I feel like there is going to be breakthroughs. But also this week can be argumentative. It can be petty. It could be a lot of miscommunication. A lot of seemingly external forces that don't want you to win. We see this with the 7 of Wands. So there's a component to this energy this week for you, Earth signs, where it's like, I don't care what people have to tell me. I'm going to do it anyway, because that's what I want. It's my business, and I'm going to do it, right? And so you need to channel that self-respect, that self-conviction, that I don't care if there is a block on my road, I will chivel that block down to create and forge a path for myself. Trailblazers, right? Trailblazing energy, right? And a trailblazer does not care about its opposition, because it's like, what ops? what ops, right? So that is this sort of energy I want you guys to carry forth for this week, is knowing that if there is something that is seemingly blocking you, it is a time to release those blockages. It is a time for even personal exploration, internal. I think things can come up to the surface in terms of your own belief system, patterns, habits, and internal energy that lies dormant, that has been sabotaging you. Any sort of resistance that you may have had towards things that you desire that you're not seeing come up in your life. Maybe you're starting to realize what that resistance is, and that inner warrior kind of shifts from fighting things to, let me see how I can heal things. Let me see how I can rearrange this narrative so that I can not necessarily fight myself, but embrace myself and create a new story around this thing that I want. And so I do feel like you guys are being led on a new path. You guys are being led towards a healing path. It is a very healing next couple of weeks. Comfortable, soothing. I feel like a lot of water for you Earth signs can do you very good, whether there's spiritual baths, drinking tons of water, being around bodies of water, being around water energy and water signs tapping into the water signs in your own chart, right? Where does the water signs fall? What house is paying attention to that? Working with the element of water ritualistically, listening to water when you go to bed, like waterfalls, rain, the ocean, right? And or praying near a body of water. I really do feel like that would be very, very helpful for you, because you're definitely being led down a path that a lot of you guys have resisted before. Maybe you're like, this is not for me, or this, and you're starting to see now, actually, I made some errors in terms of the perception of what I thought this was going to be. I was seeing it one way, and it's actually a whole, like maybe you were seeing like a desert, but out in the far abyss of the desert, there's actually a huge body of water that you just missed altogether. So you like, this is talking about some sort of miscalculation that you're going to revisit, is going to come to you, that is going to open your mind. There's something here. I really do feel like now this is less about other people resisting you, although you're about it. You're one of the two. You don't give about what other people think, right? So you're really coming out of this energy past this full moon in Aquarius, like guns blazing, I'm gonna get what I want anyway. But also, this is talking about internal resistance and that kind of subsiding. You being like, oh, you got knocked over the head. What does Kamala say? Or you got hit over the head with a coconut or something like that. Like, think about those cartoons where like a coconut drops in your head and you're all of a sudden like, oh, you can think clearly. Or you're starting to see things that you didn't see before. And I really do feel like it could be a guide. It could be a literal person in your life that's helping you see things and rewire, reframe things from a different perspective. They're like, let's not just cut this out and be critical, because you don't even see what's all going on, the full picture, right? And so this week you're going to get the full picture and things that you thought you cut off before. You will be led on new paths. You will be led on new journeys. You have to be mindful of your emotion, your emotional body, and not to be too resistant to things too quickly, right? Not to say no too quickly. There's promise up around the bend. There's something here that needs to be shown to you. There's something here that's very promising. The spirit is like, hello, this is actually what you've been asking for. It's real, it's substantial, it's rewarding. Hello. Stop being so stubborn. So earth signs, pray to your Ori. This is a very mercurial energy. So, and we know Mercury is fucking crazy right now. So be with water. Learn to let things flow. Learn to let the information come to you. Don't cut things off. Try to get the full picture. Pray to your Ori, or you wake up in the morning. Thank you, Ori. Thank you for allowing me to see the truth. Let me see through the eyes of God, and let me know what is the best for me. Lead me towards my success. Lead me towards victory. Lead me towards abundance. Allow me to be invisible to my enemies. Please grant me the ashe I need to manifest all my desires, to walk in alignment with my destiny. You know it. Add on your own prayer, and boo, because the head is the seat of your own higher consciousness. It's one of many places that our Ori lies, our head consciousness. And so if you wake up praising yourself in the morning and directing and downloading into that seat of consciousness, then your consciousness is going to lead you where you need to go. Right? It's not just like being susceptible to, this Mercury madness and what people have to say about it, and how they're saying you should be living, and how they're saying you're going to be affected. No, I don't care if the plans are going backwards. I said what I said. This is what I want. This is how I'm going to see things. Lead me. Thank you. Boom. All right. You might need to clear your 7th chakra, the head chakra, the energy portal there. We do a lot of that in Possess Your Spirit, or you can look up shit on YouTube that I think is for free. Go ahead and go clear your energetic vessels, and it's going to help you tremendously. Let's see where you're going to be led. It's going to be an interesting week. A lot of things will be revealed to you. A lot of things will open up that were once closed. And of course, you've got that warrior like energy, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're starting war. It's like, you're not one to be played with. You could really be sending, return to sender. I get that like naturally from you guys. Like, it's going to be like, oh, you thought you was going to play me? My whole energy, my auric field is rejecting that and sending things back, right? Back to you, back to source, right? Sending people back. But you are being led divinely. Spirit, a guide. I think it's a guide. I don't even think it's an ancestor. I think it's a guide that's trying to be like, hey, there's something more to see here that you're not seeing. Stop being hard-headed. And boom. Don't underestimate tiny crumbs. Okay? Now, last but not least, fire signs. Okay, fire signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Your energy and your theme for this week using the full moon in Aquarius and moving forward. Fire signs, what we got going on? Oh, Lord. Okay. What's fire signs theme? Spirit. This is the first time that y'all are not falling out of the deck. We have the 8 of Swords. This could talk about exhaustion. Fire. You're burned out. That's it. Wrap it up. It's an end here. Like, stop. This is an energy of exhaustion. It is emotional exhaustion, which means that maybe for some of you, water, sun, moon, rising, Venus, you need water. You need that element and the energy of water. You need more femininity in your life, or to indulge in your feminine energy, to indulge in that creativity, to indulge in that sensuality and pleasure, desire, comfortability, rest, relaxation, joy, excitement, all that stuff, because that's the element that is missing here with the 8 of Swords is the water. There's no nourishment. It's like a vast desert. Then you've got the swords, which represent the air, the mind. Your mind is heavily subdued with responsibilities, analyzations, to-do lists, or futuristic plans. Or perhaps it is just really overwhelmed by the astrology of what's going on cosmically, and you're bothered, you're irritated, you have a short fuse, and you don't realize that you are energetically soaking up the vibes, and you're like a sponge for what's going on around you. Is giving, go take a bath. Literally, but also a spiritual bath. Go do a spiritual cleansing. You know, whether it is in the form of, I would prefer water, but you know, all the baths would be great right now, like an energetic bath, like a meditation, or soaking in water, or doing a limpia with an egg and all types of things. You're bounded. It's giving bounded, like you don't even see maybe in the ways that you are restricted or restricting yourself because of the lack of self-care. So this is a time to really dwell in and reflect, what areas do I need more self-care in? What can I do even maybe for 5-10 minutes a day for myself that is allowing me to be more in my body, that's allowing me more rest, more connection with self, more connection with my feminine energy. Shout out to the art of sensuality. If you don't have it, go run and get it. Link down below. It's teaching you all the things. But this is not a time to be argumentative. It's actually a time to be very introspective, still, meditative, contemplative, indulgent, resting in yourself, resting in luxuries of self-care, or being around people that are in overflow so that you can receive that sort of nourishment as well, or learn how to sustain that nourishment in your life. Fire signs. What else is going on? Page of Cups is coming up. This is love. This is romance. This is flirtation. This is also deepening your connection to the dream world. Maybe this could be a time in which your dreams are revealing a lot. This could be a time where, hold on, because this is now pivoting to love. So this could be a time where there is, perhaps for some of you, a romantic gesture, or an invitation to receive some of that care through love, okay? Page of Cups isn't always romantic. It could be platonic. So maybe it's receiving that love through family members, through friends, through children, or through everyday pleasures in your life. Maybe you're cooking, you're eating, you're going somewhere, you're watching a movie, you're listening to something that's joyfully funny, whatever. But it also can be romantic. Page of Cups can have someone unexpected, or the resurrection of a romance or intimacy in an already established relationship, or deeper intimacy with friends. Because we're getting this 8 of Swords, there is a sense of, you know, that area in your life being maybe affected by stagnation. Maybe not receiving anything in that life, in that aspect of your life before, or that aspect of your life being ignored, or you not even seeing where you're lacking or you're suffering in that area of your life, even if you are with someone. Again, going back to your self-care, going back to your own femininity, going back to your own sensuality. This week seems to bring a plot twist where there is the invitation to reignite sparks, or to step into more intimacy with self, more intimacy with a romantic partner, whether it be a new one or an existing one, more intimacy with community. Okay, let us not disregard the element of water, which is coming out so strongly for you guys. Drink water. Allow your emotions to flow. Allow yourself to really deeply feel your emotions. Is not, again, be contemplative, be meditative, be embodied with the emotions. Do a lot of body work if you can. Do a lot of massages, or again, soaking, bath soaks. Maybe you could even make like a Himalayan sea salt bath with some Essence salt and soak it with some herbs, or do a spiritual bath. Drinking water, drinking fresh juices, stretching. I'm getting like fuzzy things like animals. I'm spending time with animals, spending time with cuddly things. It's like a re-inviting more love into your life in all forms. Last but not least, you guys are getting the Ace of Cups, which is really interesting. It is the mama of all cup cards, which does talk about love in its essence. And so the Ace of Cups is new. It's something new. I think you're being resurrected this week. So yeah, initially this was like, oh, cringe. We are healing this. We are working through this. We are working through the resistance. We are working through the inability to self-reflect appropriately. Like maybe there's things that you don't even see in the ways that you behave and what you're accepting and how you're navigating life. You don't even see it. So this could be speaking to ways that you're burnt out, or you're not really giving to yourself, and you don't even realize that you're so burnt out because it's become a norm. Or you don't realize how you're lacking in love because it's become a norm. Or you don't realize how you're stubborn, you can't necessarily move forward, and you got a wall up because it's become the norm. So lots of journaling, lots of reflection, lots of feminine things to be done. Open yourself up to love. It may be around the corner, or, you know, again, if there is a relationship that's been suffering, this is an opportunity. This week can bring a plot twist. It's like, actually, this relationship is changing. It is doing a 180. It is now been resurrected. It's like the Rose of Jericho. You guys, if you got my hoodoos, if y'all know about the Rose of Jericho, it's that flower that's dry and crusty, but when you put it in water, it blooms, and it's like the flower of abundance, and you put it by your door with some coins to bring in the money. Don't say I never told you nothing. But yes, it's giving very much Rose of Jericho. Flourishing, happiness, bliss. You know, Ace of Cups, you know, aside from it being a romantic, love, sensual card, overflowing with joy. You know, there could be deep wounds, seated wounds that are coming up to the surface to be healed. And the healing can be much more simplistic than what you thought. The healing could be in elements or people that you didn't expect to bring through the healing. That is a joy. Nature, be around nature if you can too, because I'm getting a lot of nature with this backdrop, water, all of that stuff is for you. Sign up for my free 7-day challenge. I had so much fun reading you guys this week and every week. I love y'all deep. I'm going to see y'all next week for another Fortune Chronicles. Bye.